MacGuffin reviews. I've read MacGuffin reviews. Butch and Sundance, the early days. Welcome to my channel. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Talk about it and yeah, figure it out. So yeah, Butch and Sundance. What's the original movie? Butch casting the Sundance Kid. Yeah. A classic western. Robert Redford, Paul Newman. Great stuff. Great western. Great soundtrack. Burt Bacharach, and yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. If you like westerns, or even if you don't like westerns, check it out. Comedy western, and yeah, just the two of them, dynamite on screen, and yeah, so big hit, made a lot of money. What does Hollywood do? They said, let's make some money. Let's make a prequel. A prequel, yeah. Maybe this was the first prequel. I don't know. It's yeah. Anyway, a prequel. So yeah, okay. Who do you get? They couldn't get the original director, so Richard Lester. Solid director, yeah, solid comedy director. Now you've heard of Richard Lester. A Hard Day's Night, Beatles movie, Help, The Three Musketeers. Well, Help is another Beatles movie. The Three Musketeers, Juggernaut, The Four Musketeers, Robin and Marion, Superman 2, Superman 3. Well, technically, I mean, Richard Donner. Is it Richard Donner? You know, this is a Richard Donner cut. Anyway, yeah, figure it out. I suppose Return of the Musketeers. So yeah, Richard Lester, solid director. And okay, but who do you replace Robert Redford and Paul Newman with? Well, you replace Robert Redford with William Catt. Yeah, William Catt. Now, you've heard of him. Carrie. Big blonde curly head of hair. And I used to have a big blonde curly head of hair. Carrie. Big Wednesday. House. The Greatest American Hero. Great TV series from the 80s. Yeah, superhero TV before all the superhero TV we have nowadays. Okay, who do you replace Paul Newman with? Tom Berenger. Yeah, Tom Berenger. So Tom Berenger's playing Butch Cassidy. William Catt, Sundance Kid. Tom Berenger, 80s, 90s legend. Platoon, Big Chill, Eddie and the Cruisers, Someone to Watch Over Me, Major League 1 and 2, The Field, Shattered, Sniper, Gettysburg, The Substitute. Yeah, the man's done a massive amount of stuff. Same with William Catt, you know, two sort of solid actors, and yeah, I mean visually they do look a bit like Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Yeah, sure, look, it's a good, maybe it could have been seemed like a good idea at the time. And then you've got a good solid cast behind them, and you've got, but one thing you don't have is William Goldman. He wrote the script for the first one. And the music, you don't have the original, you know, the music score, if I recall, was very good for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So yeah, okay. So so of course Hollywood trying to cash in, trying to make some money from the early days of Butch and Sundance. But for me, yeah, do you really want to know how they meet? And you know, you're sort of, are you ruining the first one? You know, that's the question. And there's no, you have no sort of, you know they don't die in this one, or you know what I mean. So yeah, you know, there's no stakes. You know they're gonna make it into the next movie. But do you really want to know how they met? For me, it wasn't worth it, if you know what I mean. It was, yeah, I kind of, if it was more sort of interesting how they met, or, you know, yeah, I mean, there's some good set piece in this. There's some good, there's good fun to be had in this. I mean, for me, this would be a great Sunday afternoon movie. It's raining, you know, you wanna have a western. It's a bit of fun. It's not going to tax the brain too much. Yeah, that's the kind of movie it was for me. Sort of rainy day, nothing else to watch. Let's stick on Butch and Sundance and see. And yeah, okay, for me, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to be generous and give it a 3. Yeah, I mean, borderline 2. But I think my MVP on this is the cinematographer Laszlo Kovacs, because this looks great, and he's the cinematographer behind Easy Rider, 5 Easy Pieces, Paper Moon, Shampoo, Ghostbusters, Say Anything. So yeah, you've got a really great cinematographer there, and so it looks great. It looks great. And as I said, you've got some great supporting actors. Jeff Corey, Peter Weller, early role for Peter Weller. You may have heard of him. RoboCop, Buckaroo Banzai, and Brian Dennehy, and Christopher Lloyd. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd. He's our Back to the Future Doc Brown. So an early role for him. And yeah, Brian Dennehy, always 80s legends, always good in whatever he does. He's a criminal associate of our man Butch, and yeah, he wants some revenge. He thinks Butch has ratted on him, and yeah, so he's that's one of the. So you have a lot of scattered sort of plot here. You have them meeting up. You go and see Butch's where he's from, how he got his name Butch. So things like that. The end set piece is their first sort of train heist, and yeah, you're getting a bit of a taste of, you know, all that sort of thing. And yeah, but for me, it didn't. It was nowhere near as good as the first movie, and yeah, but you know, it was a bit of fun. Enjoyed all the actors on this, and yeah, what can I say? It'll entertain, but it won't stay with you. As in, you know, it won't stay with you for too long. It's pretty light, but entertaining. And yeah, so Butch and Sundance, the early days, 1979. We're watching for Laszlo Kovacs for me, and yeah, good fun. So this has been Fred MacGuffin reviewing Butch and Sundance, the early days. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. Fred MacGuffin has reviewed Butch and Sundance. Boom.